everyone! Today we are going to be setting up our May budget using the EveryDollar app. If you're new here, hi there, my name is JoJo, and on this channel I share with you guys our family's journey to financial freedom. For us, that includes paying down debt. We do also invest and focus on savings. If that's something you'd be interested in following along with, then please consider subscribing. As I said, we're going to be setting up the month of May, and we are using the EveryDollar app. The app has been asking me if I want to do my May budget for the last couple weeks, but I needed to close out April first. I did just close that out on my last video if you guys want to check that out and see how April ended up looking for us. But now we are going to start planning for May. Our expected W-2 income, that is going to remain the same. My husband and I both work. We are paid every other week and we are paid on the same week. So every month we usually expect 4 paychecks per month. And I do underestimate our income. So what I have put as our expected income is $8,440. We do need to roll over some money from April to cover some bills for May. We do that so that each month the paychecks are covering a consistent amount of bills. I did post a short, and also on my Instagram account, I'll leave linked below, a video on how I set up my May calendar, where I go over what our expected rollover was going to be based on when the new paychecks were going to be deposited, when I was closing out April, and what sort of bills were still kind of lingering that April paychecks needed to cover. Okay, everybody, you might notice that I am wearing a completely different outfit. My hair is down, and that's because when I went to edit this video, I noticed that I just didn't record the rest of it. But I had left off letting you guys know what the rollover amount is going to be. I'd already filled everything out, so I'm just going to go through and point out what I'd added and what our May budget is looking like. So for our rollover, what we ended up needing is $349.98. And since we already closed out April in the last video, that money has already been added, and it's the exact expected amount of $349.98 to cover the lingering bills that the April paychecks need to cover for May. So that leaves our expected income for May at $8,789.98. Next, we'll move down to our fixed expenses or our bills. Most of these are going to stay the same. The electricity and gas bill, that's the only one that could vary, and that's because we transitioned to our solar panels mid-billing cycle. But I am still going to estimate it to be $200 just so that we have more than enough. And I'm kind of nervous, anxious, excited to see what our actual bill is going to be, especially when we move into June when all we're paying for is gas. And then here are our solar panels. They're $127.72. And the only other one that kind of varies month to month is the rollover. And because my husband and I are paid every other week, when our paychecks are deposited varies from when the bills are due. And it's on average, I'm noticing about 300, anywhere from 200 to maybe max of 400 that we would need for our rollover. So I just put 300 there for now. Next is our giving. We did decide to increase that for May. We're going to bump it up to $100. Our savings is going to stay the same. Our investing is all going to stay the same. We do also contribute to our 401ks, but the income that I show you guys is our net. So it's after all of our deductions. That includes a flexible spending account for me, HSA for my husband, and we both contribute to our 401ks, as well as insurance that comes out from our paychecks. This investing is just in addition to that. We try to be diversified with our investing. We have a Roth IRA that we're on track to max out at $6,000 this year. This will be our third year maxing out our Roth IRA if we do meet that goal. And then we also have a family brokerage account, so a non-tax savings account through M1, and I have UTMA accounts for my kids through M1 as well. Here are our variable expenses. I've been kind of playing around with the numbers. I've really been struggling with groceries, household and pets, and gas. And a lot of that is needs are not always the same month to month for our pets and for our household. We also have 3 different vehicles, so kind of depending on the month and what's going on, we may be driving more gas efficient vehicles and less gas efficient vehicles. And then groceries, I'll sometimes do a stock up, but overall, the total amount is $2,020. And on average, we're usually within budget. Everything kind of balances itself out. So I'll sometimes kind of play around with the numbers. Like for May, I ended up increasing gas to $300 from $250 and decreasing groceries to $700 from $750, but the overall total still remained the same. Our debt, the student loans, gets its designated $500 a month. That's what I assign to it. And then this extra debt payment, this was actually our cash flow that the EveryDollar app had said we had left over after all of our expenses were paid. And that's going to be $128.24 that we are hoping to have as cash flow when we close out this budget to put towards debt as extra. Sinking funds, they get a total of $1,600 a month, and I have a lot of different sinking funds. I absolutely love our sinking funds. I kind of consider them more as a savings, and they are what I feel makes our budget more sustainable, and it makes it feel, instead of like an extreme debt freedom journey, it's more of a lifestyle change, more of us being conscious with our spending and planning for future things, still being able to enjoy experiences and live our lives while investing, saving, and paying off debt. But these are all of our sinking funds. The one that I was really struggling with in April was gifts and holidays. I love to throw parties, give gifts, any celebration sort of related things, and we've had a lot, but I did need to steal from the electronic sinking fund again for May just to get this sinking fund built back up. So you'll see it's at $392.26. We are planning on about $300 worth of expenses. There was also Teacher Appreciation Week that I didn't realize, so I got a gift card for my daughter's teacher that you guys will see in the transactions when I do my weekly check-in next week. But I love having the sinking fund, and not all of these numbers are set in stone, and that's what's great about your budget is it's your budget. You know where your money needs to be prioritized, and this is a blueprint, so I have this plan set in place. If I need to make adjustments as I'm traveling through the month, I can do that, and having this blueprint makes it a lot easier to pivot whenever I need to within my budget. But that is it, you guys. That is what May is looking like for us. We've set up our EveryDollar budget. Let me know if you guys have already planned for May. And I wish all of you moms out there a happy Mother's Day. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.